Team Oxstrength, welcome to episode 3. I'm standing up for this one today. This is serious. We're talking about something that could save your life. Science has shown that what we're talking about today is more dangerous than smoking. It kills more people than HIV, and it's more treacherous than parachute jumping. But the scariest thing about this for me is that I'm a trainer and you can't fix it through diet and exercise. So what's causing it? Well, it's as simple as the chair that you're probably sitting in now while you're watching this. We're sitting ourselves to death. I know some of you are thinking, it sounds crazy or I'm being dramatic, but I hear so many stories, especially from my wife who works in an office, of co-workers that go to pick up a piece of paper and they get a herniated disc, or they go to sit on the toilet and their knee falls to pieces, or they're getting out of a chair and their Achilles explodes. We're just sitting so much. You get up in the morning, you eat breakfast, sat down, you get in your car, you drive to work, you're sitting in the commute, you have lunch, you're sitting down, you in meetings all day, you sat at your desk all day, and then you come back home and you sit on the couch. Oh yeah, you went to the gym for an hour a day, but an hour a day out of that whole day is not enough to negate the effects of what you're doing when you're sitting down. So awesome. One of our heroes, Starrett, who wrote Supple, Leopard, which is an amazing book. Any joint or muscle pain you've got, look in that book. It's an amazing resource. But what he found was that wasn't enough, because people went back to sitting all day and then they ended up with the same problems. So this is his new book, Deskbound, which is another incredible book. And this is here to try and solve this problem. So I've given you all the scare tactics, but we all know scare tactics don't work, right? You still go and pour the fat down the sink because you can't see what it's doing to the pipes, and then the pipes break. So I don't want to scare you. I want to give you some tips for what we want to do. And the tips from Kelly's book, he says, number 1, try and reduce your optional sitting. So try and sit as little as you can. For every 30 minutes that you're sitting at a desk, try and move for 2 minutes. Prioritize your position and your mechanics whenever you can, and then perform 10 to 15 minutes of daily maintenance on your body. So stand up as much as you can, move around. If you have a stand-up desk, don't think, this doesn't apply to me. It definitely applies to you, because what position are you standing in? I always stand leaning into one of my hips, and then I wonder why I've got hip pain, right? So if you're standing, always what we want to think about, these are tips from Kelly, is 20% abs are turned on at all times, butts turned on, all right? So we've got a good game that we're going to start playing. If you see someone that's slouching or sitting there funny, just flick them in the stomach and say, make a better decision. You have permission to do that. If they have a problem with it, they need to come and see me. So make a better decision. If you're standing at a desk or you're sitting at a computer, try this. So you put one hand underneath your pecs or your boobs, one hand on your belly button. If them hands are meeting, that means you're slouching. So there needs to be a separation between your hands. Don't overextend, just stand up so they're not meeting. Pull your shoulders back, all right? So don't overextend it, but shoulders back, a little bit of a proud chest. Tuck your elbows in and then turn your hands over. This is your typing position, all right? Again, laptop or computer should be so your neck's not bending over, so your neck doesn't explode, all right? These are serious issues. So if you're sitting here like this, chicken wings, again, you have my permission to go and flick someone on the back of the head, tell them to make a better decision. This is an amazing book. I recommend buying them both if you're an athlete or just general human being. 3 things that you should hone: roller, lacrosse ball, and the voodoo band. And they're all explained in the book. I'll post some research in the blog. Thanks for watching.